WorldSpan's presentation of the 2002 SEC Women's Gymnastics Championships is going down to the wire. Georgia marches to the floor. Alabama's got a bye. They're going to have to wait and see what happens, in Sarah Patterson's words. Georgia and Florida within reach of a victory. LSU would need perfect tens across the board. Jen Hildreth has Suzanne Yoklin.
All right, Suzanne, they left the door open for you just a little bit there. What is your team thinking now? You said they need to be close. It looks like you might have it.
I don't know. I mean, we have great floor, and we love this event, and we love finishing on this event. No matter what the outcome, I'm so proud of our team. They are so scrappy, and they just really, really have done a great job tonight.
Do you think they've got that extra effort right now that you know you're going to need?
I think so. I mean, if you look in their eyes, it seems like they do, but it's so easy to make a mistake. Just takes one little mistake.
Well, Lori, the floor is a little harder to fall off of than the balance beam, we'll put it that way, but the confidence has almost completely gone away from Suzanne Yoklin, who came in here just brimming with it.
I think Suzanne's about to tear her hair out.
Well, she knows she can count on Talya Vexler. You called her the Rock, and she's been rock steady all season long. So if Talya's floor exercise is a given, well, we'll have to wait and see about that, too.
And keep in mind, one of Georgia's top floor performers, Chelsea Bird, is out of the lineup. She vaulted, but the fractures in her ankles are too painful to do this event. So they're really counting on scores from Talya and Sapunar.
Well, you saw what they needed as a team. What they need individually is to average 9.875. So that is the real key score. Anything lower puts pressure on the ones to follow. Anything higher takes a little pressure off. So far, Lauren Simpson and Michelle Emmons have been 9.85 and 9.875 respectively. So they're a little below the average right now. That sets the stage for Talya Vexler.
Simply put, it's going to come down to nailed, clean landings. Exactly what every coach in the conference has been reiterating from the beginning of this competition. Landings, landings, landings.
Corey Fritzinger, who comes up next, was in the background there as Talya performs.
Double pike, 3 great tumbling passes, nice presentation. This should be a big one for Talya.
Talya Vexler comes to her feet after an outstanding floor exercise. She's happy. 9.900 from the judges. Now they're back on the average again. They have to average 9.875. They're back on track in order to try and win this meet.
All that hard work in the gym comes down to this kind of competition. Every top athlete just loves to be in this kind of bat skill.
If she could have turned that handstand into some kind of a save move, it would have been spectacular. As we go to LSU's Marina Degteva.
Beautiful high Ginger, but my favorite part of this bar routine is right here. It's the delt jump, even higher than the Ginger. Spectacular. But you know, LSU has had their problems tonight as well. We saw 9.9 vaults from Degteva and Arnstad, but 2 of their top vaulters scored well below their potential, plus 2 out of bounds on floor. That hurts. They can make up ground here on bars, though.
Well, those small mistakes are the ones that hurt you at this level. For Marina Degteva, 9.875, a nice uneven parallel bars routine. Well, the big story, though, is Georgia playing catch-up. The story continues. Georgia's Corey Fritzinger went 9.85, and that puts the pressure now on Sapunar. Remember, the 9.875 average. Anything better gives Georgia a chance to win. Anything worse means that they might not. So Sapunar has to deliver. She's been delivering all night so far.
Georgia staff has called her the missing link on this team.
Oh.
Big time opening pass. Huge smile. She knew she was on.
She's been very confident here tonight. And the drama on her face. The presentation is there. She senses the moment, really, I think.
Well, when you go through so many injuries and you just don't feel like your body is in that great a shape and your gymnastics is there, that is a big downer and definitely not a confidence booster. Now, she's back in her element, doing some of the best gymnastics I've seen her do in her collegiate career.
She's worked hard to put herself in this position of being a major contributor to a very good gym dog team. Oh, working it.
She came from the same program as the great Karen Litchie, and Karen really had a strong freshman year, then faltered slightly, and then came out big by her senior year. Some of the same similarities with Sierra.
Sierra Sapunar finishes up her floor exercise routine with a 9.900. So she delivers under pressure and takes a little pressure off of her teammate Marline Stevens, who will follow her. That's coming up right now. We're watching Orley Szmuch from Florida, and we love watching the O Show.
Nice vaulter, dynamic, your Checo half front layout, tiny hop on the landing.
But she makes it look like it's part of it when she hops out like that. 9.850, and Coach Paul Colombo is already getting set to honor her as freshman of the year. I think I heard him say. Now, LSU and Florida locked in a battle for third that's not unlike the battle for the title. And moments ago, Sharene Mamby was competing on uneven parallel bars in what would be a pivotal performance. Florida has already wrapped up their competition here at the SEC Championship. Sharene Mamby was the final performer for LSU.
She's capable of a perfect 10, and after mistakes on floor and vault, LSU needs that perfect score to give them a chance to stand on the podium.
Well, Sharene Mamby, the look on her face of somewhat of disappointment tells the story. The 9.875 tells the rest. It appears as though LSU will finish fourth and not third here at this championship.
A great routine and a spectacular combination here. Hop full to a Ginger, but not enough for LSU to hold on to that third spot.
Yeah, but the title's still to be decided. These are the faces of the Alabama Crimson Tide as they can only watch. They have already finished their 4 apparatus. And now, Marline Stevens needs a 9.85 to tie, 9.875 to win. And Lori, we've seen Suzanne Sears pull it out as the anchor performer for Georgia.
Oh, amazing!
Can Marline Stevens, the sophomore, do it?
Well, she scored a perfect 10 on this event just a couple weeks ago against LSU. She is peaking now.
Well, she doesn't have to be quite perfect. Her teammates have made certain of that. Again, 9.875 or better wins the SEC championship title for Georgia.
Whip to 2.5 twist, nice job. You know, with 4 judges out there on the floor, it's tough to get those perfect 10 scores. It's tough to even get the 9.95s.
Everybody in the building knows what's at stake.
This is where the luck of the draw is on Georgia's side. Alabama is sitting on the sidelines. That's the worst case to be in. There's nothing they can do. Just one more pass, and if Marline hits this clean, that should be enough for Georgia.
Here it comes.
Oh,
Yes!
amazing! Suzanne called her team scrappy. They were fighters to the end. Now it's up to the judges to decide who's the SEC champions.
Now Marline Stevens, if she thinks that she's been good enough, can just put on a show. The show's over, folks. It's up to the judges.
Brian, I think it's enough.
Well, the Georgia fans think it's enough. Again, 9.875 to win the meet. 9.95, that's going to more than do it. Georgia's going to win the SEC championship by a 1/10 of a point coming from behind. And every Georgia fan sat next to somebody with a calculator, and every Alabama athlete knows what just happened.
And there's Andrea Pickens hiding her face, a true team leader. She had a phenomenal meet, and it wasn't enough for Alabama.
Well, on the other side of the floor, the celebration begins for Georgia, and there's a certain amount of disbelief. I don't we saw the confidence erode in Suzanne Jocelyn, and now it turns to jubilation. There it is, by the narrowest of margins, a 1/10 of a point, with Florida edging out LSU. This is what Suzanne Jocelyn was doing while Marlene Stevens was on the floor. A picture worth 1,000 words. You make up the words. That was a few moments ago, and that clinched another SEC championship for Georgia. Count them, 12 titles for the Gym Dogs. Let's go to Lori Strong-Ballard.
All right, Brian. Coach, SEC champions.
Woo!
You said it before. An injured dog is a dangerous dog. What a huge comeback victory.
It was huge, but the draw was really to our advantage because we knew exactly what we needed, and our team, you know, they've got it in them. When they know what they need, they can pull out that little extra bit, and that's what they did tonight.
Did you know how close it was heading into four?
Oh, we all knew. We knew by the hundredths of a point. We talked about it in every rotation.
All right, congratulations. And Sierra, you've been injured throughout the year, and now you come back so strong when they need you at SEC Championships. 3 9-9s across the board. Everyone's been calling you the missing link. How'd it feel?
So awesome. Our team's awesome. We're so excited, and we did it. I mean, that's all I can say. We did it. We worked so hard and faced so much adversity that we are such a stronger team, and we did it. I don't know. I'm just so excited and so happy, and it feels great to be out there doing what I love.
Again, congratulations. Brian, a battle to the end.
Well, if you're a gymnastic fan, you went out of here in a win-win situation. If you're an Alabama fan, well, they put on a great show here in front of a huge contingent from Tuscaloosa. It came up just a little bit short of winning a championship. Let's go downstairs now to Jen Hildreth with Sarah Patterson.
Alabama put in a great performance tonight, but ended up runners-up. Sarah, you've still got to be proud of the way your team performed.
I am. We performed great. It was just Georgia's night tonight, and what an awesome meet this was for our conference and for the sport of gymnastics, and I'm just proud to be a part of it. And congratulations to the Georgia Bulldogs.
Well, a very gracious competitor here. How about Andrea winning the all-around? I mean, what a story for her to come back and do that.
You know, it has been such a long, hard road coming back for Andrea, and she is such a special athlete. She certainly deserves this.
Andrea Pickens can take a measure of consolation in having won the individual all-around title. But my partner Lori Strong-Ballard has said many times most athletes would trade that individual honor for a team victory. Nevertheless, Andrea Pickens over Nikki Arnstead of LSU.